Hey everyone, it's the Gaming Llama here. Today I'd like to talk to you about a trend I feel is becoming a huge problem within the gaming industry. As many of you know, this week saw the release of Evolve, a 4v1 multiplayer game where one of you plays as the monster, and the other four team up to hunt you down. Created by Turtle Rock Studios, who are the makers of the widely acclaimed Left 4 Dead series, Evolve was a game with very high expectations, yet it was unfortunately plagued with the same problem as many before it. Having a massive day one patch. Evolve's patch of 3GB was to give huge performance improvements such as level loading times, matchmaking and balance tweaks, which was partially in response to the recent open beta they had. Unfortunately, this isn't the first or last time we will see this problem with modern gaming and internet-based consoles. The fact that a game developer can release a broken game in the first place is worrying. I'm sure none of you would buy a film with missing frames, or a phone that couldn't ring anyone, so why would we buy a game that doesn't even work out of the box? I understand fully that game companies have the right to improve their games, and suffer the pressures of making a deadline for release. I also know that game assets and high resolution textures require a lot of space, but with the huge problems with games such as Assassin's Creed Unity, Dying Light and Halo the Master Chief Collection, to name a few, requiring huge release day patches just to make the game playable is very worrying. Assassin's Creed was a mess even after release, taking weeks of patches to get it into a playable state. I'm sure you've all seen the amusing glitch screenshots with faces missing, floating characters and falling through the world. Unfortunately, this was just one of the many bug-ridden releases Ubisoft had last year, highlighting the game was not even close to ready for release. Dying Light was a completely different game according to developers after the patch, with announcements being made to make gamers aware to download it before playing. There must have been a huge amount of code going into this patch to give the players a completely new experience than what came in the box, which again shows that the company had their release date far too early. The last of the examples, Halo the Master Chief Collection, was just a complete mess. A game requiring a 15GB download to get all the required assets was a problem waiting to happen. All of these problems could have been avoided with the small delay in the titles. Battlefield Hardline's developers pushed their release date back almost 6 months to make sure their game gave the player the best possible experience. So should more game companies follow suit and delay the title just a little to make sure it works on release day? I'm aware modern fibre-based internet enables users to download these large updates very quickly, but for the vast majority, these patches could take hours. With a few internet providers still having caps for usage, this makes it even more problematic for the modern gamer. So for that game you've forgotten for Christmas, or pre-ordered months ago finally turning up, it can prove to be very disappointing. Would you prefer to wait a little longer to have a working copy out of the box, requiring little or no update on launch day? Or have the game a week or two earlier and have a massive patch to download just to play? I personally would prefer to be able to jump straight into the game. If I wanted to sit for ages watching the download bar, I would have bought the digital copy in the first place. I'd love to know your thoughts on it all, so please post your comments down below and join in with the discussion. I'm going to bring you an initial thoughts video of Evolve soon, so watch out for that coming in the next couple of days, and thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.